Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Throws it to the right. Wide open downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line, enemy territory. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Williams. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it here. Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Handoff from the shotgun. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to throw. It's Sayan. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
What a clutch clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Now the first play of this drive now from the 35. They're going to run it. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. The ball is picked off. Breaking free at midfield. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
On the move now. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
To pass. It's Sayin. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. That one sails out of the back of the end zone, the touchback. Wideouts now cluster. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They're going to run it here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Simpson. The ball is caught. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Dropping back. Look at the throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He escapes the pocket. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Look out, room to run here. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Finds an open target on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that completion. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Near the sticks. It's Lewis. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Looking to throw it again. He lets it rip. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So here we go, a crucial play. 4th and long for the 44. Let's see what the play call is. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get it. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid game. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Grab down the middle. It's Peoples. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. It's an out route, the catch made.
Well, they go with the out route. They're going to be short of the sticks. I'm not sure what the plan was, but the quarterback and the receiver have to understand the situation a little bit better. Now it's 4th and short.
So on 4th down, they won't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the coverage guys make the tackle after all that effort. They've been better off just taking a knee there. Just 1 play left here in the half. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? That's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite him.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First down and 10. It's a draw to the back. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Buckeyes come up to the line in the hurry up. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
The sack sets up second down. To throw, it's Simpson. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Could take it all the way. The 40, out past the 30, past the 10. All the way back for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, what